Anyway, students, welcome back to number 12 of our whiteboard videos here. The title of this one's going to be Plank Owners and the 80-80 Goal. Just want to spend a couple minutes here relaying experience I had when I was a contractor for the U.S. Navy and traveling on Aegis cruisers and destroyers. I got an opportunity to ride with crews who took the ships out for the very first time. They were called plank owners because it was considered it was a privilege from back in the old days when Navy boats were made out of wood. You were a plank owner. You were the first crew that was responsible for taking the ship out and getting it ready for deployment. Those are called sea trials, where they take the ship out. They run through all the systems of the ship, from the weapons to the motors to the engines, to make sure everything's working right. It's quite an honor and quite a complex task to do, to make sure that this ship is seaworthy and also certified for deployment. Okay, so I bring this on here because I try to get that feeling in our classroom of us all working together. We've all got a part. Every semester I try new items or new features to the class to make it better, and you guys are going to be part of that legacy. The online component here is the first time for me for this semester. I'm trying new ideas, these whiteboard videos and the talking class notes. Also, I'm going to use something called Collaborate here. We're going to try, it's basically a video conferencing to try to work on problems together. I'm going to wait another week or two till we get settled in here, get through the first test, so maybe when the material gets a little tougher, we might try that. Okay, so think of yourself as a plank owner. You each have a piece of this ship, of our train, and we're all working together. So that's all. I just want you to just kind of get that visual going there. I believe strongly in everybody working together, like I've said 100 times already, so I just wanted to bring that out on the whiteboard. Okay, so I think I got everything covered here. You know, we're using videos, we're using online class, and I also want to thank everybody, I forgot to mention this, for your intros on our discussion board. I enjoyed reading everybody, and I thank you for taking the time to share a little bit about yourself. I wrote back replies to everybody. I'm current as of today right now here on Monday, so I'll stay up there if anybody else has a chance to fill them in. We're still missing a few. Get a chance, go back and read all your fellow classmates' intros. Take advantage of the ones who've shared a picture so you know who they are if you get a chance to talk to them, or if you're talking to them or on the discussion board, you know who they are. The more we know about each other, the more we can work closer together. So I thank you for all your efforts on that, and I'm highly excited about the motivation level that I sense from the discussion boards, the dedication you guys have, the commitment to the summer. I feel very confident we will do well in this summer on this crazy train schedule. Okay, so with that said, let's just take a minute over here. I'd like to explain the 80-80 goal. This is something I usually do in the first week of class. I didn't quite get a chance to do it last week, but I just want to explain that to you. And again, I've asked you guys to set your individual goals. If you know why you're working so hard this summer, why you're going to take an afternoon off and not go outdoors. I love the outdoors, so why you're working indoors. You've got your goals, so you're going to make those sacrifices and to do well. And so the 80-80 goal comes from my belief that students can learn and master mathematics. I heard this definition of mathematics: it's the language of order. And the more I heard that simple definition, the more I like that. And I believe we all have the ability to understand that language of order and use it to help solve problems in our lives. So with that said, the goal basically stems from that I believe, and I've seen this in my classes, so this is realistic, that 90% of the students will achieve, or more, will achieve a letter grade of C or higher, which corresponds to 70%. Okay, now this is where the goal comes in here to kind of make it simple. 80% or more of our students will receive and earn a letter grade of B or higher, which means you have to get 80% on your overall grade average on MyMathLab. So right now our class average is 86%, so I'm very happy with that first week start off. So we will see how we do next Monday when we've covered up the chapter 3s and we've got our tests in there. I'm sure we can do that, maybe even get a little higher. So let's all work for that goal. 80% of the students or more will receive a B or higher. And with that said, I believe that 70% of the students or more can achieve an A in this class or higher. I run pretty close to this one with my other classes, so I'd like to challenge you guys in the online community. We're not in a day-to-day face-to-face classroom, but I still believe you guys can learn and master the material and achieve the 80-80 goal. Okay, don't forget I wrote down here to earn your letter grades here. It's in the syllabus, but just a quick summary that you have to achieve 90% or higher in your overall grade average in My Math Lab to achieve an A. You've got to have an 80% or higher to achieve the B, and you've got to get 70% or higher to get a C. And one last final note, you must earn 70% or higher on My Math Lab to earn the C so that you can go on to 143. If you don't get the 70%, you'll get a D or lower, and you'll have to repeat it, and I don't want that for you guys. Okay, hey, Mr. McHugh here now. I've talked about 5 minutes or so I'm going to say goodbye. I was teasing in my last announcement. It's time to make the donuts from the Dunkin' Donuts commercial. I'm hoping some of you guys remember that one. It's time for me to go make videos. I'm a little bit behind today, so I will work hard to get caught up, and I'll be seeing you guys the next time I make another video. Okay, bye.